crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com with your morning horn of disease, and I don't have my coffee. I am outside. Still in Texas. I'm kind of afraid to go back to California, truthfully. It is beyond, once you go to a place that is semi-sane about what's going on with the facial accoutrement, that's a big word, you miss the freedom. Live free or die. Move to Texas if you're going to move anywhere. Yeah, they're going on as if everything's normal, and it is. Well, it's not. But as far as other things, I can't even talk about it. That's so sad. I'm still sitting on a strike till December. So anyway, moving on to more, believe it or not, this is lessons. Now it's more insane. Pelosi confirms wealth tax on billionaires. Unrealized gains is on the way. Taxation should be gone. They told us in 1913 that the income tax would just be a tiny, tiny, tiny portion of what you make for the good of the people. And it was only on the wealthy. And look at us now. It is insane what these politicians get away with. We should have no more politicians. We need to deconstruct the entire government system and then rebuild it if we need it, only if we need it. There's no reason to pay out 40% of what you make. You can add your income tax and all the other taxes that you pay annually or quarterly, and then add on top of that things like sales tax and gas tax and tax on breathing. It's well over 50% of what you make. Probably 60, 70% of what you make is being taxed by these criminals who look out for the needy. It is pathetic. It is embarrassing for my country, the United States of America. It is embarrassing. Anyway, yeah, they want, $3.5 trillion to spend? That's our money. That's your money. That's my money. Why do we give these politicians the ability to steal our money and spend it on their friends? Or for their special agendas? Underwater basket weaving grant for someone who's can't figure out what their gender is. Are you kidding me? Something's got to break here. Pelosi wants to tax the wealthy. That's just the same thing they said in 2013. It was only on the wealthy. I think it was 1 to 77% tax. But they want to tax you on unrealized gains, and it will trickle down. Right now it's the billionaires, then it'll be the millionaires. Then if you make over $50,000 and you have over $50,000 in wealth, meaning a house, they are going to tax the value of your house every year. That's how strange, odd, and pathetic these human beings are. They need to go get a real job. If they can't get a real job, don't beg for a handout. All of them need to leave. What's China doing? The exact opposite. China's property tax is at least 5 years away, which means they'll never tax their people. Chinese authorities are in no rush to impose a nationwide property tax, showing the challenges officials face in trying to apply, aka steal, a broad blanket policy to such a huge market. Government and politicians don't add anything to society. They subtract things from society. They remove wealth. They remove confidence in markets. Regulators are completely and totally paid off. Our markets are the most corrupt markets in history. Yes, the United States of America, the U.S. stock market. You really think that every single Apple share trades every 10 days, as they say they do? No, it's all phantom trades. It's all bullshit. None of these trades are settled. One of the coolest things, Rand Paul. Bitcoin rebounds to 63,000 as Rand Paul sees crypto as future reserve currency of the world. I'm so glad I'm going to get to vote for another Paul to be president. Rand Paul is our guy. Rand Paul is our guy. If Trump doesn't want to run, Rand Paul is our guy. Listen to what Rand Paul said. And this makes so much sense to anybody with half a brain.
But here's what I've started to believe now is that the government currencies are so unreliable. They're also fiat currencies. They're not backed by anything The dollar has been more stable than most other countries, and so it is the reserve currency.
By the way, this is the spiel that made you a rock star with young people during your presidential campaign.
Well, I've started to question now whether or not cryptocurrency could actually become the reserve currency of the world as more and more people lose confidence in government.
Cryptocurrencies will become the reserve currency of the world as more and more people lose faith in government. Absolutely. What do you think we've been saying forever? Since the early Anarcho-Poco days. Jeff Berwick had it right. And there are good guys within the United States. I hope everybody understands that. Rand Paul is one of them. Ron Paul was the grandfather of the good guys. Remember, a hell of a lot of people are now in cryptocurrencies because of Elon Musk saying, oh, everybody go out and buy Dogecoin. Although I'm not a fan of Dogecoin. I think it's pathetic. And even more embarrassing is the Shiba Inu coin that all my friends are now investing in because their psychics told them to invest in it. Good God, does this never end? Just because a psychic says something's good doesn't mean it's good. Yes, you'll get 100,000 people to invest in it because the psychic said so. That's how powerful these psychics have become. They can move coins, and then people lose everything, and they don't know what happened because you didn't do your homework on what that coin was. If anything, where is Doji or a Shiba Inu coin now? I can't believe it's number 13 with a $15 billion market cap. This is an insane joke of a coin. And yet, if enough people buy into it, I want to know who was holding it, who fomented all these psychics to say, oh yeah, get your Shiba Inu coin today. That's going to end in tears, my friends. It's really sad. There's nothing to the Shiba Inu coin. But hey, live and learn. It's up 50% in the last week. Go for it. Have a day. Get your initial investment out. If you put anything in it, please get your initial investment out. All these coins that ICO'd and didn't do it right, they're all going to go to zero at some point, or have to at least face the regulators. When Tether hits, Jesus, that's going to be ugly. Tether is the deep state coin. When that goes down, hang on to your hats. Here's what they'll probably do. They'll probably keep cryptos high to the end of the year so that they can tax you on your crypto wealth. They'll go after not what you sell for, but what you hold. The wealth tax will apply to cryptocurrencies, I guarantee you. They've already blocked the exit places, the banks. They know exactly what you do. They. Who are they? The deep state, the criminal government employees. They all need to be fired and go out and get a job. Maybe they can unload containers for us, as hundreds of ships stacked with containers are waiting outside all the ports. Nobody knows why. Hang on, my friends. Cryptos are doing great. Yes, absolutely should be in cryptos. Have a nice array of the good ones, not the meme coins like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. And expect a crash to a 90% crash. It's coming. I don't know when. Probably be the takedown of Tether. XRP will go to zero when the banks go down. Zero. It's used to foment, to continue the banking con. There is no quantum financial system. Please, people, wake up. Anyway, do what you do. I like Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin Cash. I like Ethereum. I don't like a lot of the coins like the DeFi coins. First of all, they got to negotiate with Reggie Middleton because Reggie Middleton has will have a patent on DeFi. He invented it. You can be mad all you want. You can invent DeFi. Sure you can. And you can patent it if you're the first one to think about it and first one to write about it and first one to apply for the patent. In 2000, I think it was 13 or 14 that he applied for the patent. Why do you think you look up Veritasium on CoinMarketCap and there's big red lettering on top? Nobody knows why, because a bunch of coins were slapped down because they ICO'd. Reggie ICO'd because he was working with the working with the regulators, working with the CFTC and the SEC to do it right, and they're the ones that pulled the plug. They're the ones that didn't create any rules because they wanted to do exactly this, slap them down. So there's a big red warning over Veritasium, the only crypto that has this. It says Securities and Exchange Commission announced that it has obtained a final judgment against the proprietors of the very initial coin offering, ICO, who consented to an injunction against the future violations of the anti-fraud provisions of the federal securities law and agreed to pay $9.5 million. Well, what happened to EOS? Block 1. They consented to $25 million. Why don't they have a big red thing over the top of their heads on CoinMarketCap? Why aren't all the EOS tokens frozen like they did, 98% of them, like they did with Reggie Middleton? What's going to happen to those tokens? What in the hell is going on? Yes, you should have some Veritasium. It's like a lottery ticket. If Cliff High is right, and I think I am right as well, at some point, Veritasium will be used to end the rehypothecation of assets, peer-to-peer transactions in the stock market, the bond market, and the commodity market. That's a big deal. But it takes a while for these criminals to foment their crimes. And it takes a while for government officials to see just how necessary something like Veritasium is. Look at that. Veritasium just jumped from $25 to $32 as I was speaking. I did not post this. $32.88. That's the highest it's been for a while. What the hell is going on? You saw it here, folks. It'll probably drop. Remember, Veritasium is a tiny, 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 tiny market. If you have $5,000, you could jump that price to $40. It's insane. All right, what's going on with gold and silver? Same bullshit, different day, same bullshit. This is the gold-silver price ratio. After 1971, when we went off the gold standard, this price ratio pretty much went from 50 to this day 125 to 1. Who was that? JP Morgan. Why can't the SEC investigate JP Morgan or the CFTC investigate JP Morgan? And why do people say, yeah, Bix, we know that was already taken care of? No, this was not the JP Morgan lawsuit by the DOJ. That was back in 2011. This happened in 2020 when Donald Trump went to war against JP Morgan, and JP Morgan, because Jamie Dimon tried to destroy the repo market, withdrew everything. They made up, I think, 60% of that market, and they withdrew everything in the year, and all of a sudden, overnight rates went to 10%. That's all Jamie Dimon. That's a war against the American president of the United States and the American people. We are at war with Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan. They should be in jail. All the boards of directors, all the people who've made money off JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon, all their partners, HSBC, Deutsche Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. These people should be in jail, not out there taking all the wealth of America. As you know, as you can see, the spike right here, 121. Jamie Dimon, what a move, Jamie. Yeah, you're such a great trader. No, you're a cheating asshole. Anyway, at that very exact time, 3 JP Morgan precious metals traders charged with criminal probe. That criminal probe turned into RICO charges. This is what they charged the criminals in the mafia. They should have held those charges. They shouldn't have settled for $982 billion. They should have taken them and tried them and to show the people what they were doing. And throw Jeffrey Christian in with them. And Jeff Curry. They all colluded together to commit these crimes. Anyway, I was looking for stuff on Trump, and I went to the Wikipedia page. In case you guys didn't know, Wikipedia is deep state leftist organization. How do you know this? Look at the bottom. I was reading some of the stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is the greatest president the United States has ever known. Ever. And he will go down as the greatest president. I guarantee you. When the people find out what was being done to them and what Trump did to try to stop it, and is doing to try to stop it, listen to the end of what they said. On January 13th, the House of Representatives impeached Trump for a second time for incitement for insurrection, making him the only federal office holder in American history to be impeached twice. The Senate acquitted Trump again on February 13th after he had already left the office. Scholars and historians rank Trump as one of the worst presidents in American history. Scholars and historians, really? Scholars, don't you mean Democratic operatives rank President Trump? How about deep state pedophiles? How about every other thing? Probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm not going to delete it. You guys know what I'm talking about. Trump was the best president by far we've ever had, and will likely be the last president. Because everyone else was trying to destroy our country. He got in there and tried to save the country. And we're not quite sure how successful he was yet. That story is yet to be written. But clearly our country, our government is broken beyond repair right now. Broken beyond repair. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, get more information on Road. Yes, we are giving away T-Fuel. Only right now, it's only going to be for a short time. As T-Fuel grows in price, we're going to have to lower this to 40 T-Fuel, 30 T-Fuel, just like we did when we were giving away Theta. We give these away with the private road subscription or renewal. Join the private road. And you get all the backstage passes of what's going on the Road to Ruta. This is Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com. I'll talk to you later.